Um, okay, so anybody who's been following me for any length of time would know how much I talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it today. So, I talk about my location of where I live, a couple hours outside of Seattle, and like at the base of, where the ski place, the top of the mountain. I'm like at the base of the mountain, so a couple hours out of Seattle. And the area that I moved into was a vacation place for Canadians. All these houses around here were, not yearly houses, or year-round, living. And but it started, getting more people, and the history isn't so cool when you find out the history of some of the rural communities. And there's a lot of really crappy people, real crappy. And so, when I very first moved in, how I was attacked immediately. So I put in a fence, and then, that wasn't good enough. So I went ahead, I fenced my whole property is fenced in. So, I have a gate, I have no trespassing signs everywhere, So it is my own little fortress, right? I have 2 dogs. An old golden retriever who died during quarantine from cancer, and my English Mastiff puppy, who would be considered disabled because she has end-stage hip dysplasia and severe arthritis. And she's the most sweetest, gentlest girl in the world. You go anywhere, go walk around anywhere, and people can come up to her, they can touch her, they can talk to her. She's just sweet as hell. But when she barks, it's loud. And she's a guard dog, so when people walk by, she alerts you that there's somebody in the area. She also is very communicative with the other dogs in the neighborhood. And if you pay any attention, the barks will start where the person is, and the dogs will communicate to each other all the way down the road as the person goes. Like, they have intelligence. Intelligent communication is happening with dogs. So, I find it really fascinating. I love it. But, I'm not a psychopath. So, I am not somebody who lives in oblivion, who thinks the whole world is only for them, who, can't handle any interference, can't handle sounds and stuff. Yeah, it can be irritating when they're over there bulldozing the ground to put in more roads and stuff, and it's like explosions and stuff. Yeah, that's rough. But, dogs barking, I don't know. It's not really something that, does me in. But, everybody's different. So, yesterday when Stella was in, and she laid down in front of me, and she's been so whiny. I've been talking about how whiny she's been and limping around, and so I saw this big, like a brown, I thought it was like tar or something, like, and on the back of her leg. So I started trying to wipe it, and it felt real gooey, so I smelled it, and I was like, it has no smell. And so I got a rag and started trying to clean to see what it was. And then I saw it was a BB shot in the back of her leg. So I'm so disturbed by some people. I can't even You know, I talk, I talk about, you know, unity, and it just breaks my heart. Oh, you know, there's no animals that deserve to be abused, and I don't understand people that are so, you know, they can't understand that everything is alive. Everything has a soul. Everything has energy. Everything has consciousness. And I don't, I try and send love and light to some of these people, but it's very difficult. I mean, who in the world shoots at a dog in its own yard? I'm just, my mind is just, you know, I talked to before about how scared I was about having the dog go outside of my fence, that I felt very much like they were in danger. I live around people who have no humanity. I don't understand, you know. But yeah, even a fence, even everything. It's really hard not to just, so. But you know, the thing is I gotta just keep trying to stay positive, even though, you know, I've said a million times, I'm in the red zone of the zombie apocalypse. People who have no humanity, no compassion, no sanity. They're just misguided, empty brain. I don't even, you know, they're vehicles with no drivers. That's what's going on here. And, you know, I know that we're going into the purge. I know that what's being purged is the evil, the dark energy, the people that carry dark energy. Those people are being purged away from us, you know, and we're seeing them. You know, everybody keeps telling me, oh, you need to call the police, you need to call animal control. Really? The last time when I called the police, when I was being threatened by the neighbor across the street that they were going to kick my ass again, and I called the police, I get the ticket. Then animal control contacts me, because that's who they've used the whole time to harass me, is any government agency they can. And, you know, when you're on the list, it works. So, yeah. Who do I have to call? Nope. Those agencies are for the dark. They serve the dark. So there isn't really anybody, you know. There's only one thing that I can depend on, and that's the light. And within this purge, you know, as we separate from this dark energy, you know, I should be thankful. I'll put that out there. I should be thankful, because it's a blessing as they expose themselves. This evil, dark energy exposes itself. And we get to see. We get to see what's inside of people, what they try and hide. What they carry inside is put out for display. And we get to see it. And it is, it's ugly. It's hard to watch. It's hard to see. But, you know, rest assured, this is the purge. This is the end of that in the reality for those of us who choose the light. But yeah, the dark can continue to play in their darkness. They'll go find a new playground. They'll take their, you know, their minions with them. They'll all go to some other dark arena where they can just dabble in hatred and evil and all that comes with it. But this is the separation of the two. This is the separation of the two forces. Because one force had intoxicated a nation, had intoxicated people, into being who they really weren't being. And, you know, in this separation, you have this opportunity. You know, I talk about redemption. I talk about, you know, looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing yourself for who you really are. You know, this is that opportunity that you get to evolve as a higher conscious being, evolve as somebody who has compassion and humanity, who considers what it is to be a live being, you know, in your connection to all things. But you know, the separation is it's painful. You know, there's a lot of people going through a lot of painful stuff right now because of this. You know, seeing, you know, who their bosses really were, who their educators really were, who their doctors really are, you know, seeing people for who they are. That's what this is all about. This is, you can't hide yourself anymore. You will be exposed for who and what you are. This is a natural occurrence. This is this is, you know, so evil had taken over, right? Had interfered in all ways. And, you know, it swings, the pendulum swings so far one direction, but it has to swing back. So there's a rebalancing that occurs. And in this, as we swing back, we're going to go to the light. Those of the dark are going to be left behind, you know. They won't be going on. You know, I had somebody yesterday who was, you know, really upset, and they were saying to me, like, I don't get it. What's going to happen with these? And this is before, you know, this stuff. They were talking about something totally different. They were just talking about you know, these people that just are so hateful, just come at you, just spewing hate, fire in their eyes. You know, they want to see you dead. They want to see you burn. They have no humanity. These people who are the, you know, the assaulters of, there's so many words you can't say. But, you know, the ones that like to hurt children, that like to hurt women, that like to hurt old people, anybody that they feel that they can hurt, those people, animals. Oh, animals are nothing to these people. So, yeah, this is you know, giant exposing light is being shined on us, and you can't hide who you really are. You have an opportunity for redemption until you're dead. You have that opportunity right here, right now, to change the energy that you're putting out there, to recognize the darkness that has filled your life so that you can also purge it out. But you have to align with darker light. You have to make that decision. It has to come from inside, because what's inside is coming right out, and everybody sees it. And, you know, that's the only thing that I can just get through the day with, is just knowing that this is the end of this, that this isn't going to go on that much longer. And you know, the people will get this opportunity to see the truth. They'll get that opportunity to make some decisions. There's already people that, you know, they're already locked into who they are. But there will be opportunities to change. There'll be opportunities for redemption before the actual, you know, divide happens. But it's gonna happen. You're gonna, and I mean, it's written, you know, it is what's going to happen. And yeah, these people are not all going. And yeah, this is the thing too, is like when I was talking to my friend, I was like, how you can't, in the higher density, low energy, low vibration energy cannot survive. it would be like you going into a place with no, going up in altitude with no oxygen. They can't survive that. So they can't go forward. Their own energy will hold them back. Their own ties to the evil that they represent will bind them. They can't, that's all like visual, metaphorical kind of way, but you know what I'm saying, is if you align with that, you can't bust free from it. You have to probably pull it off of you. You have to recognize what it is, that it's not a part of you, to pull away from that energy, to align with yourself, to heal so that you can move out of that energy. But that energy can't survive in higher dimensions. It's impossible. So no, it won't be going. And then we have to figure out, okay, so now what are we going to do? Put them in jail? No, that stays back here. We're not going to a new place that is anything like this place. It's going to be completely different. It's not going to be anything like this. There won't be this confusion. There won't be this toxic environment, that is hard to survive in. This is like being in the bottom of the ocean. How long can you survive in the bottom of the ocean? Like this is rough for some of us, especially if you feel like you are from in a higher density and you came back here for a mission. And you'll know if you did. If you did. If this place has always seemed like you don't understand it, there's a reason you don't understand it. Yeah. And there's many of us. Many of us. And yeah, this has been a heavy mission. It's been very difficult. It's been hard. And it's very, very difficult to just see how it doesn't bother some people to hurt other people, hurt animals, physically, mentally, emotionally. That's painful if you care about people. If you care about souls and you care about everything. Like, my heart is breaking for my trees. I went out yesterday and laid hands on one of the biggest ones in my yard because trees communicate by their roots. They all have this communication system that is underground. So you can go and give love to one, and they will all feel it. And, to see all of them with all of their needles falling and turning all these brown and, people say, I posted a thing and people are like, oh, that's some kind of, I don't know, worm or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's not how that goes. Yeah, you don't just all of a sudden have something come down and overnight this happens. No, and they're all, I just feel them out there struggling. I feel their pain. And, I feel the pain for everyone here on this planet right now that is suffering. And it's very emotional. And I know there's people who think, I would be ridiculous. I'd be out here, laying my hands on the trees and love to all my trees to heal them, or to my dog. But, you can only understand to the level you understand. And this is the evolution. This is consciousness. This is an opportunity to begin to understand more. You know, but it's a choice. It's free will. So, you know, hopefully everybody can, you know, really start getting to that point of understanding of what it is to be alive, of what it is to be a soul, a living being. Because we're surrounded by living beings that are being abused. We're surrounded by people who are being murdered out of ignorance. And, you know, it's just something that we all have to face. You know, and it's just, I said the other day, I said about this girl who I'd seen who was, she puts a message out that somebody had sent it to me as like confirmation for their side, right? And I tried to say to her, you know, you got to be aware of how you're affecting people, you know? And I certainly hope that the messages I'm putting out there, that I'm getting the right message out there, you know? I ask for guidance. And, you know, it's sad when it comes to so much division in every area, spiritual, everything, you know, where people can't come together. And, you know, yeah, I don't like, you know, the doomsdayers. I don't align with that, but I'm sure not so in my ego that I'm going to tell people just, you know, go to your happy place. Ignore what's going on around you. That's not healthy, especially because it's fear that is driving this world right now. That's why people are running out and doing all these things. Fear. That's why awareness is vital to your survival. Because you have to be aware so you can see through the lies. You know, you have to choose who you are. And yeah, then, you know, then once you realize what's going on, yeah, it's all about you. It's all about your growth. And yeah, you may have to turn off everything so that you don't have this bombardment of this messaging so that you can heal. But you have to see. You have to see the truth. You have to know what this world is. Otherwise, you'll just stay a part of it. So, you know, good luck to everybody. And, you know, really be mindful of who you are and what you're putting out in the world. And remember that your soul can't get away from who you are. So, you know, you can think you're doing things that you can get away with, but there's no getting away with anything. You will always have to face yourself. It's just the way it is. So have a great day. Stay safe. Talk to you later. Bye.